Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Now if you've been a regular viewer of my channel, you probably already are into cassettes and therefore you probably already know about TDK and the TDK-D. And of course this is an absolutely iconic cassette, very well known, very widely used. This one is from 1979 and this one is from 1982. And of course, TDK made some higher up cassettes in their range. For example, one step above the D, they had the AD. This one is from 1982, and this one is from 1985. And this one is from 1988. So that's the AD, right? Now, above the AD, TDK had another cassette, which was this, the TDK AR. And right above the AR, this is from 1985 by the way, above the AR there was of course, the legendary TDK ARX. Very beautiful, very good sounding. And yeah, that was TDK's very best Type 1. But there is one TDK ferric which not many people know about. And that ferric is from 1982, the one I'm going to show you. And that is what's known as the TDK ADX. Now, what is the TDK ADX? Well, to put it simply, it's the predecessor to the AR. This was from 1982. This AR, which TDK switched to, was in 1985. This was the very first AR that TDK made. And before the ADX, there was actually the TDK OD. And there was a 1982 TDK OD. It's very rare because it was not really made. They never really made so much. They quickly switched to the ADX in 1982. So I'm still on the lookout for an 82 OD. But yeah, anyway, this was only for one generation, from 82 to 84, at least that's from what I remember. And yeah, they switched to the AR in 1985. So let's take a look at this cassette right now. If we take it out of here, you can see that it's a bit plain, but it has class, you know? It's a dark shell with the classic TDK rectangles on the edges and on the lower part. And this part is rough for the stickers. This part is smooth, and of course they have the gold label on here, which signifies quality. Now, if we take a look at an AD from the same time period, you can see here that it has just a silver one, and so it showed that the ADX was their best. And yes, it was their best at the time. So yeah, that's the ADX. That's the cassette itself, and I got the 46-minute version, which means that I have big hubs. Yeah, beautiful little things. They're going to look awesome in the cassette deck. And of course, those are your A's and your B's. That's how they look. Of course, classic 1982 TDK. Now if we take a look at the case itself, it's your ordinary plastic case. If we open it up, you can see I was very lucky to be able to get these stickers. They're quite uncommon to see them intact, and I am not going to be using them for the entire time that I'm going to be using this cassette. If we look at the J card, it's pretty simple. You can see here, up here, yeah, extended high-end, low-noise, high-output, super precision cassette mechanism, TDK normal position ADX 46. Then here at the back, there's a bunch of Japanese, because I got this from Japan, and you can find the video on where I unbox this up here in the corner. Anyway, that's about it for the self promotion. Um, yeah, normal type 1, bias normal, EQ 120 microseconds, AD acoustic dynamic cassette extra. And then here it's a graph showing the ADX versus the AD. You can see it's generally better on everything, especially the high end. So I'll be excited to see how it sounds. And on the inside, there should be a second flap on here, and that should be for the recording index or something like that. I'll show you right now on my 1982 TDKD what I mean by that. Yeah, here you can see, yeah, precision cassette mechanism and stuff about taking care of the cassette. And if you fold it here, you can see there, yeah, recording memorandum. You can put that in, you can see here, after completing the information on this card, tear it off and file it for an instant record of your cassette library's contents. I don't know. um, yeah, so it should have that, but for some reason when I got it, it did not. And honestly, I don't really mind. It the J card's pretty nice as it is, and on here it's just the same, pretty much the same as the one on the D. Yeah, you can see you just have to put the date and time, mono or stereo, oops, and NR in or out. Then it says there ADX46. At the top it says TDK, and you can put the track listing on here. So that's pretty much it for the cassette, actually. Yeah, it's a very, very beautiful cassette, absolutely stunning, and especially with those big hubs. This is actually the very first TDK cassette I have, which has big hubs, and I know there are a lot of very beautiful big hub TDK cassettes, such as the 1985 MAXG 46. That one is beautiful. Those hubs are so good. You can see them spinning in full, basically clear with the aluminum alloy shell. But you know, I'm going off track here. Yeah, that's about it for the cassette. Let's get into the audio test. So here it is, the TDK ADX from 1982. It is absolutely stunning with all of that light. Like, it's seeping through the big hubs and it's mixing with the yellow. It's so beautiful. But anyway, I hope you enjoy looking at those big hubs spin while I'm recording. And I'm going to be recording this track called Disco Climax by Anne Lone. And it's a pretty normal disco track. It has some pretty okay bass and treble, so it should be a good test for this. It's quite short, about 3 minutes, and of course this is a 2-head deck. I don't have any working 3 headers, so during editing I'm going to stitch together the source and the tape. So anyway, I'll get this Tascam DR05X set up in the recording, and we'll begin. So yeah, let's go. Wow, that was just totally insane. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that Ferrix can't sound good, I don't know what will. Okay, that ADX sounded absolutely incredible. You know, that thing was peaking at +5. +5. That was just, man, mesmerizing. Absolutely. Let me quickly switch to my Tascam DRO5X for the mic. Yeah, okay, I'm back here. Yeah, that ADX is just absolutely insane. And you know, there was actually a recording from the original owner of this. The original owner made a recording which sounded extremely good actually. I recorded it on my Tascam because it sounded so good. I recorded it right before the test, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's some 80s music. Maybe you'll see it in the future video. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's the TDK ADX. So, what do I think about this cassette? Well, honestly, I think it's really nice. It sounds superb, especially for a Type 1. And it looks great, sounds great, feels great on the hands, I guess. Very tactile. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. If you come across one in the wild, you have to get it. It's amazing. Uh, yeah, thank you for watching. You can check out a playlist of my other cassette videos up here. And yeah, that's my video on the 1982 TDK ADX46. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.